Is it Josh Homme? Hom? I'm pretty sure it's Homie. No, it's not. It's probably Homme. Point is, this album rocks. Welcome, my fellow wannabes, to my channel. I am Gabriel Fast. I am the wannabe critic. Today, I'm coming at you with an album review. I guess they're making it like 8 songs is okay. That's an acceptable length for an album now. I mean, Kanye West does it. It's like whenever Kanye does something, everybody copies him. So now all my favorite rock bands are going to be talking about Jesus after this, probably. Just kidding. We're talking about Desert Sessions. Desert Sessions is a compilation, a cumulative effort from a variety of artists across bands like Queens of the Stone Age, Eagles of Death Metal, PJ Harvey's involved. There's bunches of other names that have been involved with big acts in the music industry. They all come together and they make really, really weird, crazy good music. This is volumes 11 and 12. I think you can have access to volumes 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 on Apple Music, at least. I don't know about the other streaming services, but I really, really enjoyed this album. Apparently, this collaboration dates back to the 90s, the late 90s. Josh Homme is a part of this. This is his baby, his project, his supergroup that he has started. And there's a lot of notable members in the band. I made a joke earlier about 8 songs, but the fact of the matter is this is a super good length for this particular type of album, something very experimental. You can definitely hear lots of the influences from the bands that these people are from. You can definitely hear that in the music. I mean, Josh Homme kind of has a signature sound to his voice and a signature cadence that he likes to bring to the table no matter what project he's working on, to where you can be like, oh, that sounds like Queens of the Stone Age. And there are a couple songs where it's like, I wouldn't know any better because Queens of the Stone Age is such a big act anyways. You wouldn't have been able to tell this apart from a Queens of the Stone Age album in some places. And I mean, I like the fact that it kind of has that weird, haunting kind of Queens of the Stone Age vibe to it. That's something that really draws me to that band to begin with. And I'm happy that Josh Homme was able to kind of stamp his signature mark on his project, especially since it's the only Desert Sessions that I've ever listened to. This is a super duper good record. It feels like you're just listening to a bunch of friends getting together and just straight up just jamming out. You can appreciate the versatility as well that the other members do bring to the table. And while I'm not super duper closely associated with a ton of their music, I haven't listened to a ton of the music. I mean, I'm a little bit familiar with PJ Harvey. I think she sings on this album a few times as well. It seems to really fit the whole vibe and the whole dynamic to where, even though it does kind of sound like something that Queens of the Stone Age might put out, it really sounds like its own thing entirely, especially on some of the more obscure tracks. Like I said before, if you like really weird, jammy type session music, I think you'd really like this album, especially if you like a band like Queens of the Stone Age or Eagles of Death Metal or PJ Harvey, blah, 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 blah. Key tracks for me, there's only one key track this time. It's the very last song on the record. It's called Easier Said Than Done. It's super good, kind of melancholy, sort of still very big and kind of makes an impact. It's a very theatrical song. It's a very theatrical album. I really think it is. And I mean, even though it's super straightforward and short and sweet, I think it still does have a lot of versatility for what it is for 8 songs. It really does a good job of kind of telling an obscure story. As far as a rating goes, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed this album. I think you will too. As always, thank you for preparing yourself for a plethora of hot takes and potentially unpopular opinions. I'm Gabriel Fast. I will always be, you guessed it, the wannabe critic.